Hello, this is Mama Indira Paganotto here in Factory Town. We are here with the lady of the house.
We heard lots of blending of psytrance and techno there.
Yes, I love how mixing, for example, when I'm cooking, I mix things, ingredients, and the music is the same. You just need to never forget your roots. That was my father, that he was DJ in India, in Goa.
Oh.
So was an incredible human. And my mom the same. She was playing opera.
Kind of like was your moment where you was like, this is what I'm going to do with the music?
And society say, okay, but you need to decide your future now.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that moment I was studying for be lawyer, and I didn't was like, okay, no, I love really music. And my father pushed me a little bit, but was like scary because he knew what in the night is, like a lot of drugs. And yeah, it was like, but papi, I'm not really like a party girl. I love art. I have something inside that I really want to express with love, with the pureness, and with respect. I'm just in love of the spirituality. It's only for love. This is the difference for being an artist or wanted to be famous. Artist is just freedom, is sharing, is looking inside and make your environment good.
What can we expect to see coming up from you in the next year?
We have the Exit Festival that I will make the closing with Sarah Landry.
Yeah.
I love women like this that they don't care and they just take the inner powerful and take out,
Yes.
It's coming my new album. We have also an amazing collab with Neil Rogers.
What is your message to the world?
Put your ass and work out, because if not, nothing is coming for free.
Hello, and I'm here for Ultra, for Miami Music Week, and for Lady of the House.
How is Music Week going so far for you?
The Ultra and all the crew, they invite a lot of ladies. You need to keep together, support each other. More women in this industry.
Can you tell us a little bit about your label, Captive Soul?
This is like my baby. This is actually the tattoo. You see, I even bring the tattoo here.
Yeah.
This is not only about the music, it's about the community, about the support, all the DJs, about the support the new acts. It's like my dream come true. You're gonna know it. It's first, I have a residency this year on High, and also I have a residency this year in Resistance Ibiza. So you're gonna see a lot of my unreleased and new song from my label.
You just came from Drum Shed. How did you find the venue?
I played with Kasia. It was so cool. And the atmosphere there, it was insane. We could play whatever we want, like a really cool techno stuff.
Can you give us some shout outs of women that are coming through in the scene right now that you really support?
All that women, they're really insane because, like to be a woman, to be a mom, it's hard, and to travel.
What is your message to the world?
Peace, love, and I hope so all crazy things finish this year. I just would like to share love and peace and only cool vibes.
Hey, it's Cookie Monster here live at Ultra Music Festival, and I'm happy to be sitting here with Lady of the House.
What would be your dream collab?
One is Bjork, another one's Missy Elliott. At some point, if someone's going to make that happen, let me know. I can send you a number.
What has been so far the most memorable highlight of your career?
Probably getting the Grammy nomination for Best Electronic Album, because I had no idea that was even possible. There was no point in my life where I dreamt that I would be nominated by my peers, so that's why it's so meaningful.
What have you got coming up, in the next year?
The next on my list of things to do is to go on tour. We're doing a really special concept where I am playing smaller venues, and obviously when you get bigger, you want to play larger and larger rooms, but it does feel more sterile, and you do feel very far away from the people that you're with, and I know they feel distant, so kind of cool to let's bring it back in.
How do you connect with the music?
So coming to a place like this, so inspired by some of the artists I've seen, it makes me want to go home and stay up till 9 in the morning working on edits of music. Just going out, living life is fuel.
Any shout outs to any women?
One is Shima, incredible beat maker, such a producer too. Another person is Rosette. I have never seen such an immaculate stage presence. Like, her music is so cool.
What is your message to the world?
Prioritize yourself and your own happiness. You can't make other people happy if you yourself are not happy.
Hi, I'm Becky Hill. I'm live from Ultra here at Miami Music Week.
We're Lady of the House.
Great to see you doing DJing and live at the same time. How was that?
I usually DJ with my fiance. He so-called supervises. But this is my second one. I did Snowbox for the first one, and this is my second big paid-for gig. So yeah, I feel accomplished.
A new single, amazing. What inspired that?
My new single with Alesso, him featuring me. So super excited to be working with another amazing DJ. He sent it me late summer last year, and I love the track. I love trance music. I grew up with trance music, and I'm so glad to see it back with big vocals on as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. That comes out on 4th of April, I believe.
You just got the Best Vocalist and EDM Awards. How was that, picking that up?
Yeah, amazing. It's great to be recognised by the EDM Awards, and hopefully I start getting more awards for not just being a vocalist, but for being a dance artist as well.
What women in the industry right now are bossing it?
Tisha, for sure. She started as my touring DJ, and she left and said, I'm going to leave, and in 2 years' time I'm going to be signed to Ninja Tune and be putting out my own albums, and I think she's on her second now. I love her so much. So yeah, she's definitely one to watch.
What is your message to the world?
Watch out, because I'm going to take it over.
This is Nicole Galamini, live from Factory Town during Miami Music Week for Lady of the House.
I know that you played earlier at Drum Code. Can you tell us about it?
I actually grew up listening to Adam Beyer in every festival I could, so it's completely an honor to open today. It was very special for me.
I know that you play Space a few times every week. So how did it all happen for you?
During school, I started raving and going to Space, and it was already a passion for me, but going there and experiencing all of the raves, it actually became for me something that I wanted to do professionally. So I started doing it like every weekend. I started doing it at my house parties. My friends started listening to me. Then I got invited to different parties, and I never stopped. I have played like a lot of local stages and parties, and yeah, without stopping. That's how I got here today.
Who is your dream collab?
Nina Kravis and Peggy Goo. I love both of them a lot. Their presence on stage, I've been listening to them from a long time now. And yeah, it's a really big dream of mine to go back to back with them or collab with them sometime in the future.
What is your message to the world?
Being yourself is what is going to keep you like going and get you somewhere.
Live from Ultra 2025, and I'm with Lady of the House.
How's it all going for you this week?
I mean, I just arrived right before my set. I got ushered onto a boat, taken straight to stage where it was torrential rain. Started good, ended with umbrellas, went back again with a full crowd, and honestly, it was one to remember.
Your collective, can you tell us a little bit about that?
I've always wanted to find a positive space on the dance floor and to just generally bring people together in a safe environment with people that are generally respectful of the energy that we're all trying to do. So that was the energy behind Smile.
The track that you did with S.G. Lewis has got your own vocals on it.
I've sung a lot on my tracks, but they've always been hidden vocals in the background. This was the first like forward-facing vocal I've ever done on a track. It was really nerve-wracking, but actually now I've got a lot of new productions coming out with my vocals, and it's really exciting.
How has living in those hubs and cultural, like dance music, centres, pockets, how's that inspired you in your journey?
Every city has its own scene, has its own culture, and has its own musical history as well. So being able to live in each place and really tap into that, I think has always inspired me into picking the tracks, making the music I do, the collaborations I've done, just all of it.
Who would you love to do a dream collab with?
Honey Dijon. I think she's so fierce. She's paved such an amazing journey for herself. I think that would be a really fun, energetic exchange up there.
It's your girl Barbara Tucker for the Winter Music Conference for Lady of the House.
It's also a celebration for you this year. It is your 40 years of
house music.
House music.
Of 3 years of house music.
You come every year and you do your parties.
Yes.
And you do your brunches and your meetings and your birthday.
And today, this year, through the Emmy Award, I was honored with the Voice of House Music. They recognize, even though you're here 40 years.
Yeah.
been here with song after song, and I can say it does feel good that someone, thank you again, acknowledged my presence here in house music.
What has been your most memorable point of your career?
I'm still waiting for it to come. I say stuff like that because I'm saying if it was a memorable 10 years ago, 15 years ago, then what am I looking forward to? I'm still hungry for the excitement of a new song, a new producer, a new venue, a new. And just keep on being excited, because when you stop getting excited about what you're doing, you might have lost the love for it.
What has been your most craziest experience of Music Week?
It just happened like 3 days ago. So the award show was coming. We got the schedules mixed up. They're like, where are you? They're calling your name. I showed up to the award show with oversized farmers, a red Kango ad, 9-inch platform boots. That was my outfit. So I just keep laughing. That's the funniest moment to me.
What is the secret to your longevity?
Putting God first. The purpose for my life is to have received the gift of music just to bless the people with it, with lyrics that come forth to touch, move, inspire, give hope, and keep people rising.
This is Dear Jade. We're here at Factory Town during Miami Music Week for Lady of the House.
Just come fresh off your set, warming up for Sasha and Hernan. How was that?
That was such a great honor for sure. There have been such great inspirations.
When you're playing a set, what kind of emotions do you aim to evoke?
Yeah, I try to go and play music in every key that there is, to go through like the whole cycle of the intention, to have everyone dance and really feel joy and reach like higher states of consciousness through the music, through that journey energy until the ultimate culmination of ecstatic joy.
Speaking about holistic, spiritual, well-being side of things, do you want to just talk a little bit about that?
We are music. We are just vibration. So many people are partying and going out and listening to music. It's because it's like in our DNA, like since thousands and thousands of years, to like dance around the fire and connect through the music. It's like, how can we really go back to the essence of why we gather around music? That is actually for healing and uplifting each other. Music is a tool for social change, for healing, for transformation, for coming together, for unity and love. And
what is your message to the world?
Let's love each other.
Hi, this is Melanie Rib here at La Rock for Lady of the House.
What do you think is important to bring Lady of the House to Brazil?
We're putting a little spotlight on these ladies. It's really beautiful to see that. I see it evolving a lot, so it's nice to have Lady of the House here in Brazil.
Tell us one woman that really inspires you in music or dance music.
One that sticks out for me and that's very timeless, I think, is Nina Kraviz. She's very unique. I will give her that credit.
What excites you the most about the electronic music scene in Brazil?
Evolution and seeing brands like Ants coming here. It took a long time, but it's happening, and I'm really happy to see that.
Pleasure to welcome you back to Brazil, and amazing to have you at Lady of the House always. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We love Lady of the House.
Yeah. Hey everyone, this is Cams, the first ambassador of Lady of the House in Brazil. We are here at La Rock Club in Valinhos, which is super close to my hometown, and I'm super excited to show you a little bit of my country. We're here with Leila for the first time ever visiting Brazil. How do you find Brazil so far?
Beautiful, beautiful country, amazing people, the vibe's great. I've got a big, long itinerary lined up. We're going to be hitting lots of parts of Brazil. I'm very excited. And yeah, I love it. It feels like a second home.
What do you expect to accomplish with Lady of the House in this country?
There's so much amazing music, so much amazing talent coming out of Brazil. Over the last few years, it has been kind of a hot spot of all electronic music eyes on Brazil. For Lady of the House, we want to make sure that women are getting represented.
Yes. This is Manda Moore for Lady in the House, live from La Rock in Brazil.
How was your set?
Really enjoyed every second.
Why do you think it's important to bring Lady of the House to Brazil?
It's important to celebrate women. What you guys are doing is amazing.
Which women was your biggest inspiration in electronic music?
Nina Kravitz, she's absolutely amazing. She just doesn't care about what people think of her. She just navigates through every genre perfectly, you know. So many other women like Sonja Munir. I love the fact that she continues to play vinyl. Pure elegancia. I love Cynthia, and Divine. So many beautiful women and successful ones as well.
What excites you the most about the electronic music scene in Brazil?
I have a label called Mood Child, and our specialty is to do VAs with different moods. Wow, I think we signed like 30 Brazilian artists. It's very promising. I followed the Brazilian electronic scene since 2014. At that time, it was like the cuff craze and like the G house movement. And I saw the whole evolution of it. I think Brazilians are totally taking over production-wise.
Yes, we are. Thank you, Manda. We love you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shelina Manahutu, and we are live in Brazil at La Rock for Lady of the House.
This is Cams. I'm back here with Shelina. You've played a few times here in South America and a couple of times in Brazil. And what do you think is important to have Lady of the House here in Brazil?
I think it's always important to represent the women. Very important to support each other, to play together, show the people what we can do.
Because we're ladies.
In the house.
From the house, in the house. Please let us know one great female that inspires you in music.
Janet Jackson, for sure, number one. I grew up with her. Her whole aura, vibe, energy, music. Wow, I love it.
What does excite you the most about the electronic music scene in Brazil?
For me, it's kind of new, and also I think it's kind of new for the people here as well. They're not really used to the type of music that I play. So it's really nice to educate the people a little bit and to show them a different kind of style and sound. I hope they like it as much as I do. Just try to bring over the vibe.
We were there. It was popping, okay? Thank you so much, Selena. We love you.
Thank you for having me again.
Layla here, founder of Lady of the House, just about to jump into a quick chat with Angel Lee. So, Angel, you won our demo competition for our label launch 2 years ago. Can you tell us about the highlights of your journey?
Lady of the House has really helped shape my journey by giving me some incredible opportunities. I've played at AD twice, warmed up for Seth Troxler, had multiple releases, magazine features, I've played across the country, and I even got my own music video. The past 2 years have been insane. This year alone I have played at Snowbox, Alexandra Palace, I've spent most of the summer in Ibiza playing at Amnesia, Cafe Mambo, and I've also played at Wild Corner in High and Pikes, so it's been truly, truly amazing.
2 years on, you're doing another release with us on the 25th of October to celebrate the 2-year anniversary. Tell us a little bit more about the track and what we can expect.
The track is called The Dance Floor. It's upfront, it's fun, and it's very special to me because some of the vocals that are on there are actually sung by one of my very, very good friends, Natalie Robb. So I cannot wait for you to hear it.
Hi, this is Michelle Ronquillo, live from Sonar for Lady of the House.
Tell us a bit about your role at Sonar.
I am international PR for Sonar. In the early 2000s, I came to Sonar and I just fell in love with the festival and everything what it represents. I just knew I loved music, and then after coming to Sonar, it was like, I want to be involved in whatever this is.
So can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Just music, right? Is we love music, I love music, and music has seen me through many phases of my life, and I always felt that I was a problem solver, and I think it's within the music industry there's a lot of problems to solve.
What would be the advice to somebody who is looking to break into the music business on the business side, that might not know the career and pathway yet?
Just to create meaningful relationships. It's not about quantity, it's about quality of relationships, and you never know. I think the world is changing, and we are seeing new projects, new ways of working. We are seeing new people wanting to do things within the industry, so we don't have to follow the status quo.
Hi, this is Treya, live from Sonar Festival for Lady of the House.
You are playing tonight at Sonar. What can we expect from your set?
Everything and nothing at the same time. I'm going to play an energetic set for everyone.
Hi, this is Melanie Ribbe here at Off Sonar Elro Party for Lady of the House.
Born in Germany, raised in Jamaica.
Exactly.
Very interesting mix.
Quite contrary, right?
Very separate. How has that been, and how did that influence your music?
Obviously coming from opposite worlds where I didn't even speak English when I arrived in Jamaica. My whole character was created, as I was 8 till 17 there. So I became like a European, Caribbean girl. So obviously that influenced my musical thing. I love the groovy, Also, I still like techno. So then become kind of my genre, this techno to tech house groovy.
Yeah.
So you always have the hips rolling somewhere.
Where do you take inspiration from?
Little things, nature, friends, other artists, all of that kind of influence.
Any new projects that you're working on, and can you tell us about them?
I have my music label. It's a very special, selective label. It's not the one that's like, oh, we're gonna release every 3 weeks, every month. I just sign artists that are new artists that also never signed before.
Hello, this is Otta Elro for Lady of the House.
What is special about playing Elro in Barcelona?
I love the vibe of Elro all the time. Super colorful, everybody's like dressed up. The fact that it's in Sonar is even more special, I feel like, because it's a very important week. I'm going to call it week because it starts on a Thursday, so I'm going to call it a week. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Women in music right now are bossing it for you, and why?
I like a lot what Kiki is doing, for example, because I feel like she has her own vibe, her own trendy music, and now she's exploring also the live sets and everything, so I appreciate that. I feel like we have other people like Elena Off that is like bossing it around in a different way because she's not using social media, for example. So I think it's an important, mention, because she's still making it without having to not sell herself on social media, but you know what I mean, nowadays everything is based on it.
What are your biggest influences? How do you get your musical juices flowing?
My creativity comes from my roots, from where, the Brazilian music, the classical music, the electronic music school. I just try to all the time pick up my roots, and then it comes naturally.
Festival para Ladies of the House. Quiero que nos cuentes un poco cómo te ha ido con los sets de ayer, que has tocado 2 veces, de día y de noche.
Fueron 2 experiencias completamente distintas. Toqué primero en Sonar Día, en el stage más D, con Kiani. Hice la música de toda la perfo de Cortex, que es una pieza de danza contemporánea, es como una especie de película en vivo. Y también después toqué como DJ, con mi proyecto Tayana, como de Club Latinex, que era una invitación que tenía para hacer en Sonar Noche y presentar como todo mi set más clubero.
Contanos un poco alguna referencia de mujer, femenino, que te inspire y que te dé orgullo.
Tengo la suerte de trabajar con muchas de ellas. Charlie Jean, que es de México, me gusta mucho. Simona, la verdad que es impresionante lo que logramos con la Simo en el show. Después también Luis Almaguer, me gustó mucho, que es de México.
Contanos un poco qué significa para vos formar parte de Lady of the House.
Me gusta mucho trabajar con mujeres, de hecho tengo como mi propia sello discográfico, agencia de publishing, que somos 5 socias y todas mujeres.
Hi, this is Lucy Villar at Del Row for Lady of the House.
You just did your set, it was great, energetic, we loved it. How did it feel for you?
Feeling super close like a Row family, because I was finalist in 2022, and for me it's super important be here.
What your biggest musical influences are?
I have friends, like a big influence like Ben Sims, Ben Clock, Indira Paganotto, something like that, but I have too much influence around me, like local people that I learning with them, and for me it's more important.
New projects.
My team is working hard, and I played with Carcox in Mallorca in 10th of August. I played in Time Warp and I have too many release in the end of this year.
Who is doing some good stuff?
I think that now is not our time. Maybe Indira Paganotto and Santiago and Natur.
You are now a lady of the house.
Yeah.
What does being a lady of the house mean?
It's important to keep work together, and this is one of the best way for that.
What is your message to the world?
Keep working together for the female artists, and let's do it.
Hi, this is Anna Reusch for Lady of the House here from Elro in Barcelona of Sonar Week.
You've got your set in, 20 minutes. How are you feeling about it, and what can we expect from it?
Most time I play my set spontaneous, so I will see how the feeling is with the crowd, and yeah, I'm always open for, let's see what happens.
What are your biggest musical influences, and how do you get your creative juices flowing?
I think my biggest influence is the crowd. I am super lucky because I am playing almost every weekend and in different countries.
How is life on the farm, and what does it do for you?
It's the best thing for my ears, I think so, because it's quiet. Yeah, especially Sunday and Monday, sometimes I have a little sound on my ears. It gives me the balance between this totally crazy DJ life and the life on the farm is normal, surrounded by normal people. And I think if it keeps me grounded.
Women in music right now, it's a big time for us. Who's bossing it and why?
Charlotte de Witt, because she's doing a great job with her label. Especially now with her tour with the Overdrive show.
What does being a lady of the house, as you now are one, mean to you?
Very lucky, and that I'm very, I worked hard for it. I was one of the, I was not the first generation, but I think the second generation in my country. The first were Ellen Elliott and Monica Kruse, and I am the second generation. And when I started, there were not many women.
Hi, this is Cindy, live from Sonar for Lady of the House.
How are you feeling about your set tonight?
Everything's working, it sounds good, it sounds big, it sounds fat, and the stage is really, really big. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes, but I'm not like, I'm scared or something.
Women in the scene right now, who's bossing it and why?
Lady Monix from Detroit, you probably know her. She's killing it. Oh, hallelujah.
It's about your love affair with vinyl.
I think 1994 must have been in a record store for the first time. Really hard to explain because I can really switch off my head because I always have so much in my brain, with the family, shop, making music, touring. And then when I play records, I'm like, okay, silence. And I don't know, I never really wanted to change. I don't know, it's a hobby that turned into my job and it's passion.
How do you juggle being a DJ, producer, record label owner?
I think I'm quite disciplined and I try to make time for everything and everything goes hand in hand. So I would say for the record label, I have some phases when I'm listening to a lot of new music, and then let's say I do this for 1 or 2 weeks, and then I'm like more in the studio after, and then I have some phases when I'm taking more care of the record store, and then of course in the evenings it's more like family time. But then of course I could not do it without the family. My husband is helping me a lot. I think I would go crazy without him.
What being a lady of the house means to you?
Each other up. We're supporting each other.
It's Winter Wrong. I'm here at Factory Town for Lady of the House.
What gets your musical juices flowing?
My style has changed and ebbed and flowed, but my biggest thing is whenever I'm creating something, I'm directly influenced by my surroundings. I want to keep it as honest as possible with what's going on in front of me and the sounds and textures I'm hearing, because I feel like that's probably the most inspiring.
You played at the Shotgun Party the other night. How was that?
Honestly, that was the perfect way to start Miami Music Week for me. It's just fun. Like playing with your friends and being able to play for people and create a vibe. It's just, I think it's unmatched.
What does it mean to you to be a lady of the house?
Being a lady of the house for me is taking charge. I worked a lot under people and having people around me that weren't influencing me to grow and change. So involving yourself around these femme energies to help you grow and push boundaries, and that you may not need some people that you think you need.
Hi, this is Shay, and we're live from Miami Music Week for Lady of the House.
What does being a lady of the house mean to you?
You know, growing up, you don't always feel necessarily empowered. I didn't, that I could do anything, and I feel like being a lady of the house is being able to do anything, not just what people expect of you, but whatever you want.
How is that being a, an Asian woman in the States in music?
Growing up was very much a Chinese household, so I think it instilled me with a lot of the discipline and the creativity and in a way just being able to do a lot of different things, which then translated into me going from a singer-songwriter to learning production. That learning curve, it's like being in school basically.
Yeah. What is your message to the world?
Listen to your intuition, and I think growing up I had a lot of self-doubt, and I think as an artist and a creative, self-doubt is kind of your own worst enemy. So speaking on a personal level to people out there, I want to just encourage people to stay true to themselves and, go after what you want.
What's up, guys? This is Sam Blackie. I'm here live from Factory Town with Lady of the House.
Tell me about your Mad Music Week, because I heard you've done a lot of shows. I've seen you've done a lot of shows.
I've had 9 shows so far. This is my last one, but tonight was Factory Town. It was my most special shows.
You was telling me about the TikTok that you've done. That was all about being a woman DJ, right?
I got all these girls together. We all put this video together, and it was like, we're female DJs. Of course, we get judged on what we wear. I'm very happy that it went viral. We go through a lot of stuff, right?
What is your message to the world?
My message is definitely don't stop trying, because the amount of times I have heard no, or you're not good enough, or you can't do this, you can't do that. It's been 10 years of me hearing that, and I'm here right now playing Factory Town, so suck it.
What does Lady of the House mean to you?
Behind every great man is a better woman, is the phrase. So I think Lady of the House puts us first. We are the backbone, we're the front bone, we're all the bones. We're all of the bones.
What's special about Factory Town?
For me, it's the most iconic show I'm playing, hands down. And it's just, I think that they're curated artists and little stages that they provide are so special. For example, right now we have Elro, we have Hugo, and we have Dom Dollar, right? They're all legendary.
Hey everybody, this is Anane Vega, stateside ambassador representing New York City for Lady of the House. For me it's always humbling, and I'm truly grateful that I get to call this my job, which is make people dance and bring positive energy and positive vibes to a world that is in much need of that, and music truly is a healer.
So what gets your musical juices flowing?
Honestly, it's the world around me. As a creator and a creative and artist, there's moments where it feels dry. I tend to create from a happy place. I like to sing or write music about uplifting things, of love, of happiness, of joy.
What does being a lady of the house mean to you?
A lady of the house. A lady, a woman, by default, we wear so many hats. From being a wife and a mom, a daughter, a sister, a friend, and then on the side as a businesswoman, a producer, a DJ, label owner, writer, singer. It represents being strong while being compassionate, while being tender, while being able to kick ass, while being able to speak for yourself, speak for others, lead the way, hold value in what we do, open doors, understanding there's another generation following behind, which means being an example.
What can we expect as we hand over the baton to you in New York? What do you want to do for Lady of the House? Where do you want to see it go?
I want to see a lineup. I want to see a major lineup, 50-50. 50% males, 50% females. That's what I would like to see. That's my goal. You know, one of the major things that I see is the amount of festivals that there are and billings out there, there's not enough females on the bill, and that's something that I would like to work towards making a change. My message to the world, I'd have to say, live in your true, authentic self.
This is Tini Gessler live here in Arrow, Miami with Ladies of the House.
Really excited for yourself. What can we expect from it?
A lot of energy and good vibes.
Women in music right now, who's bossing it and why?
Honey Dijon and Carlita. Carlita is also coming really hard. So yes, these are one of the biggest right now, I think.
How do you get your musical juices flowing?
I used to listen to all kind of music, and it helps me a lot to get creative and make my own thing. Also, I used to go to parties where it's all kind of music, not like tech house. And all that helps me also to grow up with my inspiration.
What's special about Factory Town and Elrow?
Elrow is one of my favorite parties, and Factory Town, it's, I mean, the biggest venue in Miami, and it's so special for me. I love the place, so the match is just a boom.
What is being a lady of the house mean to you?
It's really important to give more attention to female DJs, especially because it's a world of man domination, and so it's really important to give a platform for female DJs to grow up.
What is your message to the world?
Follow your dreams, anything can happen.
Eli and Fur here with Lady of the House, live from Ultra.
You have just flew over from your set. How was that?
It was a lot of fun, yeah. It was very enjoyable, intimate, beautiful sun.
What does being a lady of the house mean to you?
As women in the industry, it's so important to be able to support other women. So like any other girls that are like trying to get into the industry, whatever it is, we will always support them.
You're a duo of women. How does that work?
We're really lucky because we're best friends. But I think for us, we're like so dreaming the same dream. That nothing's going to break that. Friendship is the most important thing, and that's what's kept us alive and going.
So what gets your musical juices flowing?
We really inspire each other. We work really well as a team. I mean, going into the whole duo thing, but it is always how we've worked. So yeah, we challenge each other, we push each other, and yeah, we inspire each other.
What do you think's so special about Ultra?
I just think it's so amazing to see just such a huge, like diverse crowd come to one place.
What is your message to the world?
Just never try and be something, just like do what's in your heart, because everybody just sees that. It's so easy to see something authentic, and that's what people adore and love. So.
Georgia and Julie live from Ultra Miami for Lady of the House.
You just did your set. How did it feel?
I loved it. It's such an honor for me to play on this big stage.
So what would you say is so special about Miami Music Week and Ultra?
I really love the production. The team is very professional and kind. There are many people from all around the world. There is no room for hate or racism. Let's say we are all together, united.
What do you do to get your musical juices flowing?
Intention plus sound frequency can generate healing. I set some intentions, Really believe in the power of music and words, because sounds and words can generate vibrations. That's why sometimes it's not only about the music, but also what comes before. What is my intention? What is my mission? Why I'm doing this job?
What does being a lady of the house mean to you?
So, first of all, thanks for your mission. It's not just about me, but about all the girls around the world. And it's important to understand that sometimes we feel, okay, everything is fine, but it's not everywhere. And I mean, the goal for me is equality.
What is your message to the world?
Take a deep breath and maybe to put away your phones for a little bit and to allow your heart to slow down, live in yourself, and to be nice.